You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Yeah, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops and fine to these Urkels that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow, who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness is really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Woo! Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
DQ, baby. Shout out that boy Miggy for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids. D-Face. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Rick flaring on him. Rick flaring on him. Rick flaring on him. Rick flaring, sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's backpack, capital one. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man, A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeant is with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he off of the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walk it, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the Hbcu streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty. Listen, I'm back with another one. Happy Friday night. Good Friday evening. Listen, I ain't gonna keep you up like the verses last night. That ain't gonna be me. All right. Me and my girl stayed up pretty daggone late to watch that jank. And I was gonna do a morning show about it, but it didn't hit me in my spirit. So I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna just keep it cool. I'm gonna just keep it chilling. I didn't get too bougie with my headphones. These are straight off of Amazon, big baby. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All I know is Mario's from Maryland, okay? And I keep trying to tell y'all Bamas, we move different. I keep trying to tell all y'all out in YouTube world, we in Maryland, we move different. We talk different. We come at you different. We just got a different energy about us. We for the smoke. All right? Okay, I just want to make that very clear. Maryland don't play that. All right, y'all think Maryland soft because we're a little small state. We don't play that. So I just want to make that very clear. He was talking his mess last night, okay? He was talking his mess about it, but we ain't going to get into all that. But anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Listen, my daughter's birthday party is tomorrow. She turned 5 on Tuesday. Her birthday party is tomorrow. She'll be turning 5. So if anybody want to cash app anything to Offscript TV, it will go directly to my daughter. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Just if you want to cash app $1, $2, you can cash app her age. It's $5. You know, everything she gets goes to her, and she'll be. Listen, if it's one thing she loves, is she loves some money. Most women do. That's what they do. But this little girl, she loves some money, huh? No, she's fine. She's fine. And also get some water. Oh, get the likes up. Get the likes up. All right. Get the likes up late night. And you know what I'm saying? That is what it is. I know it's going to late night. I haven't done a late night Friday show in a long time. In a very long time. But I saw this, and listen, I was tagged by multiple people in this list, and everybody was like, yo, Scotty, talk about it. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'll do a Friday night show. And I'm going to make my own list. All right. Everybody making lists. Everybody making lists. Thanks, babe. Everybody making lists. I'm going to make me a list. Now, I ain't going to do an all-American list like Blue, because it's Blue. Okay. Blue's different. I'm going to just make me like people to look out for type list, like kind of like this list. I like this type of list. You know what I'm saying? Real simple, real chill, laid back, couple people here and there, whoop de whoop de whoop. All right, we out here. All right. So let's talk about who to watch for off the. This is the HBCU prospects for TDN. All right, of who to watch for. Okay. This is who they have on their who to watch for. Okay. I don't know who TDN is. So if anybody know who TDN is, shout out to them or whatever. Appreciate the list. They have Travis Hunter, Eden James, Jadakiss Bonds, Abdul, Kevin Coleman, Kamari Everett, Shador Sanders, Faison Wilson. This list isn't bad. It's not bad. Once again, every list is going to have its ups and downs. Every list is going to be opinionated. Every list is what it is. But to me, it's some of these people, okay, like Travis Hunter is a gimme. Everybody wants to see what he's going to do. All right, that's a gimme. That's a wash, okay? So there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying everybody wants to see what Travis Hunter is. Eden James, or Eden James, however you want to pronounce it. I think there's better backs in the MEAC. And for me, I'm going to just go. I don't have a problem with this list. I wouldn't have Eden James on it, and I wouldn't have Faison Wilson. Those are two. And Kevin Coleman, I wouldn't have Kevin Coleman on here either. Those are the three people I would not have on this list. That's just me personally. I wouldn't have that list. This would be some of the people I would replace it with, right? I would replace Faison Wilson with Maurice Washington. That's just, I think he is more, to me, if I'm looking from somebody from Grambling, he stands out to me by far. Former running back at Nebraska, was going dumb when he was playing. I think he's going to be the workhorse of Grambling's offense. So Maurice Washington. For Eden James, however you want to pronounce it, I'm going J.J. Davis. J.J. Davis is freaking different, okay? If you haven't watched that boy play at Norfolk State, you don't know what you're missing. Okay, I assume he's Edgerrin James' son. I thought that was the kid. You know what I'm saying? I think J.J. Davis is better. I think J.J. Davis is the best back in the MEAC. Point blank, period. I just think he's that damn good. All right, Jadakiss Bonds. I really feel like they just picked everybody with cool names. If I'm being honest, I really just feel like they picked everybody with cool names. Jadakiss, Shador, Faison, Kamar. I really just think they was like, yo, who got the coolest names in the HBCU world? Let's pick them. Shador, I'm not saying he shouldn't be on this list, but I think there's other. I would have swapped him out with remember, these are prospects to watch. You kind of saw a little bit what Shador was last year. So even if he increases by a little bit, it's really not that much of like, okay, Shador is good, but how good can he be? So I would have switched him out with Demetrius Davis of Alabama State. That's somebody I want to see. Like, I ain't seen you before. You're like the top 5 all time in Texas in passing and touchdowns and all kind of crazy crap. You know what I'm saying? Him and Andrew Body are like 5 and 4, 4 and 5, something crazy like that. So those guys, and then I want to see a full season of my boy Andrew Body. Okay, a lot of people don't understand that. Andrew did not play a full season last year, and still had crazy numbers. All right, so. That, like, I'm not, once again, Abdul, now, I think the reason why Abdul is very interesting to watch is because he doesn't have a keel. So I want to see Abdul without a keel and how that looks in either two forms of fashion. How Alabama A&M schemes him open or how good he is by himself. You know what I'm saying? But Sean McCray, I don't know. That's not somebody that just jumps off the screen and be like, yo, you want to go watch this kid. I think I'm gonna watch him on the sense of like, okay, how does Dooley use him? How good is he really? But not like an exciting prospect. He is not an exciting prospect to watch. I mean, like, to get it, like, to me personally, I'm just saying, he's not somebody like, I'm like, oh shoot, like I really want to. Nah, it's not that. I'm just being honest. He's not that for me. Demetrius Davis is because I haven't seen him play in the SWAC. Andrew Body is because I want to see him with a full season, a full off season, and the offense built around him. Right? Shaq Davis. I want to see what Shaq Davis does for an encore. All right. I want to see what he does for an encore. That's just me personally. That's something that I want to see what he does for encore. JJ Davis. I think JJ Davis is a freaking monster. And then Maurice Washington. I really, really, really want to see what Maurice Washington looks in a grand scheme behind what Hugh Jackson is doing in Grambling. A defensive list. I mean, everybody's offensive. So why would I want to keep it offensive? I got to keep it offensive. If it was defensively, it's only one person that's defense, and it's Travis Hunter. Defensively, who I would like to see the kid. I would like to see the kid from what's his name? Jordan Moore from FAM. I think he's a safety. I'd like to see him. I would like to see Dumas at Southern. Listen, Dumas and Trey Lane from Southern. Okay, from Southern. I would love to see them too. All right, absolutely love to see them too. There's a kid from Alabama A&M that played linebacker for the spring game. I cannot wait to see that kid in real action. I'm telling you that Bama is a hard-hitting son of a gun, okay? So I can never get his name right. I don't understand. I never get his name, whatever. But I'm excited to see about him. Who else? I know a lot of you guys are like, yo, Scotty, what's up with your boy QC, Quincy KZ? Okay. I don't know if he's going to start. So I can't be excited about something I don't know if he's going to start. At the end of the day, if he's not going to start, then I can't really be excited to see him. You see what I'm saying? So if he starts, oh, hell yeah. Revenge Tour 2022, baby. We in there. But if he don't start, then it's Revenge Tour 2023. That's just that simple for me. It ain't. Hey, listen, got to do what you got to do. Hey, call lines open 516-259-9041, 516-259-9041. I'm going to give
You are the only participant in the conference.
I'm going to give some more
All
defensive players.
All participants are muted.
Defensive players that I would like to see, Jablowski Green. Listen, I would love to see what Jablowski Green does for an encore from the Celebration Bowl. I want to see an encore of that, of what he can do. Gentle Hunt. I think Gentle Hunt is somebody I want to see as well. I want to see what he does this season for another full season. I think he was amazing as a freshman. Who else? Ja'Cory Rankin is somebody I want to see. Listen, if Valley just gets a quarterback, I mean, listen, God, dog. If Valley just gets a quarterback, I think Ja'Cory Rankin, if I'm being honest, if I'm being a whole buck, if Ja'Cory Rankin gets a quarterback, I think he will be better than Kevin Coleman. That's just my personal opinion. Once again, that's just my personal opinion. Okay. I just think that Ja'Cory Rankin could be 2 times better than Kevin Coleman if he had a quarterback. That's just my personal opinion. What else? Who else I want to see? I'm excited about my boy Trey. If we're doing special teams, I'm excited to see what Trey looks like at UAPB. Who else? Cam. Listen, man. What? BJ, what you talking about? I just said Trey Lane and Dumas. I literally just said Trey Lane and Dumas. I said them two. I'm really excited about Trey Lane and Dumas. I just said that. Who else? I'm trying to think who else I'm really excited to see about. I don't know, man. I'm really ready for the season because, let's talk about Cam. All right. So this is a situation I think that's gonna. Okay. I've been told from different aspects that, JSU has brought in like a number of safeties. You got some safeties already on the team. I think I can't remember that kid's name. He came in for a little bit. I think it's Hugh or something like that. He's from Florida. I like that kid. Then, you lose, I don't want to say you lose Shiloh, but Shiloh had the ACL injury, so he's working through that. So who's to say he's going to be back full steam? And then I think they got a couple kids that they brought in as well. And I know Blue told me about a kid that came from FCS as well that they got. So this is a situation with Cam. And I think Cam is a very, very, very specialty kind of player. A very special kind of player. Like, he is a in the box safety. He is everything 20. He is like 15 yards down. Okay. Everything 15 yards down or 20 yards down, like downhill. That's where Cam is really, really, really special. Like, he's probably one of the best in the game at doing anything going downhill. When you catch Cam in space, that's where he gets a little. That's why I don't think he's the best. So if you go a traditional, if Jackson State is going to go a traditional, 4-3, or 5-2 or whatever they like to run, and you only can have 2 safeties on the field, because remember, Cam can't play corner. He's not going to step out and play corner. And this is what I think you have to do. You're going to have to make him a rover / wheel linebacker or a Sam linebacker. You just have to figure out how to keep him on the field, because he's just too impactful on the field to not have him on the field. But I don't think he, with the talent that I think the best thing that happened, you can listen, y'all can get mad at me all the. I think the best thing that happened to Jackson State is that if Shiloh comes back slowly, that they're able to put other guys in that position, because he's probably their best. He's probably their biggest hitter going downhill. I think Cam is more of a solid hitter, and Shiloh's a big hitter. All right, so he's a headhunter, but he's not technically sound when he tackles. Cam is technically sound when he hits. He's just not good in coverage. So I think you're going to see a lot of different safeties in play. Listen, if I was Jackson State, I would go with 3-3-5 because I want Cam on the field. That's just me personally. I would go 3-3-5, and I would have Cam as a rover in some type of aspect. That's just me. But yeah, I mean, I think Cam is going to be Cam. I hope he's on the field. I think he's too good not to be on the field, but I just think Cam's going to be Cam. I don't think that's somebody I need to actually go out and watch. I think he showed what he could do as a freshman. Alabama, I do like Terrell Gardner, number 12 from Alabama A&M. I think he's going to be special. Hopefully they can get a quarterback to get him the ball, but I think Terrell Gardner from A&M is going to be special. Who else? I want to see Santo Dunn, the running back from Morehouse. I think the running back from Morehouse transferring up to go to Alabama State. I'm excited to see what he looks like. Juice is still recovering. Man, listen, listen. The Juice I saw in the spring game was recovered, was healthy. I don't know if he's not healthy no more, but the juice that I saw, see, I would say CJ Bowler, but I don't know what kind of, listen, I don't know what Alcorn is doing. You know what? That running back, number 27. Yes, sir. I gotta call G. I gotta get G's number for that one. I gotta get that kid's name. That number 27, I want to see him play. He is legit. KJ Kinsler, I would like to see what he does this season. But CJ Bowler, yes and no. I think CJ Bowler is a hell of a talent. I think he could probably be a top 5 receiver in the SWAC. But I just gotta see what that quarterback situation looks for Alcorn. You haven't heard of Ryan Pippen? Yeah, but he's not. Listen. When you don't have a quarterback, it does not matter who you have at receiver, okay? Unless you got Kamari Everett, where he had 2 T-ball pitchers throwing the ball, okay? You can have Randy Moss, you can have Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens. If you don't have a quarterback, it does not matter. And at right now, who knows who Grambling's quarterback is going to be? All right. So I can't really get on board for any receivers because at the end of the day, what? You don't know who's going to throw the freaking ball. You know what I'm saying? So when you find a quarterback, then I'll jump on the Ryan Pippen's bandwagon. But you know what a quarterback who can't throw can do? Hand the ball off. Hand the ball off. That's why I went with Maurice Washington, because it might be a Boobie Miles situation where all you got to do is live between the seconds of hiking the ball and handing the ball to Boobie Miles, Maurice Washington, and letting him run. And if I'm being honest, I think that's what Hugh Jackson and Dennis Thurman, is it Dennis Thurman? That's not Dennis Thurman. It's, what's that D coordinator they just got from Alcorn? Can't even remember his name. Cedric Thornton. There you go. Cedric Thornton. I think that's the mindset. Play great defense and run the ball. I think that's what their plan is going to be going forward. But Grambling, I don't know who Grambling going to be a quarterback. So, hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Scotty, what's happening this Friday evening?
What's goody, man? Talk to me.
It's Musa. I was listening in. I agree. We don't really have identity at quarterback, excuse me. But I think, and this is just going, you can only go by what you saw. I think from my evaluation, all of them, I think the guy, Amy, is probably going to wind up being a starter.
Who?
And because the recent guy from Syracuse.
Amiri or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Got you.
And it's funny because there's another, I think you're talking about the guy from North Texas. His name is Amani or Gilmore or something like that. But the reason I said the guy from Syracuse, I was watching his tape. Number one, that dude got incredible wheels. And I think Coach Jackson was saying he's trying to go for more of a like a speed, tempo type offense. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why he's starting to get the receivers that are like more quick, like the guy Pepin, somebody said. And it was another guy, Jamal Charles Houston, I think his name is, 6'3" guy. And the dude, Amy, got great accuracy. He got like an arm. I just didn't see it from, everybody was big on the guy from UCLA. I can't think of his name, but
Holloway.
He really didn't, Holloway. He didn't really stand out to me because in the past, we've seen this like quarterbacks that can scramble, but I'm looking for a guy that can like deliver the ball, stand in the pocket, and make good decisions. Like that's the differentiator for me, and I've seen that from the guy Chance Amy.
I think, if I'm being honest, I think for me, I'm gonna hold Hugh Jackson to a very, very tough standard. because if you're supposed to be
Right.
the QB whisperer, you know what I'm saying? The quarterback should not be the issue. That's just my personal opinion. A lot of stuff you might not understand the college offense, or you might not get it, or you might run bad stuff or whatever. But you got your boy Simon right there. He's supposed to be an offensive guy from college and stuff like that, coming from Memphis. But I'm a hold that quarterback situation very high if he can't get it together, because it's two factors. You either got a guy who can do it all, read, react, and all that, or you got a guy that you gotta tell him where to go with the ball. Yeah, you gotta baby feed him, but you should be drawing up plays to get it open. You know what I'm saying? You Hugh Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, you've seen it all. So that's just my thing when it comes to this. I'm gonna hold Hugh Jackson very high on that standard when it comes to quarterbacking.
Yeah, I think it's going to either be real good or be real bad. Not as bad as last year, but I think it's going to be like, what's it called? Buster. I forgot the term, but banger bust. Like, it's going to be either really, really good or really, really bad. But I do think Maurice Washington is the biggest attention draw as far as who I'm players to watch. Like, I'm waiting to see how that. But you know, it actually goes back to when we talk about Jackson State's offensive line. Like,
yeah,
I feel like if you got a good offensive line, it'll open everything up to where you can see the skills players, because Jackson State kind of experienced it last year. They had stars supposedly, but we wasn't able to see it because wasn't comfortable in the pocket.
Yeah, but see,
then when they started opening up the offense.
But see, the thing about it is, the double portion of that is Jackson State didn't commit to running the ball. So when you don't commit to running the ball, or you have a running scheme or a concept that works for you or fits your team, well, I know you're going to drop back every time. So I'm just sitting there, now I'm just coming for you. It's just that easy for you become one dimensional. So I don't have to I don't have to tell my D tackle to watch out for the trap block. I don't got to worry about my D ends to watch out for the screen, because you ain't running nothing. You ain't running them. So it's little things like that kind of hurts Jackson State as well. But for Grambling, I think they're going to be a run first team. I think they're going to be like all the other SWAC teams, kind of like Alcorn and Valley, where they are run first teams. And I think that benefits whoever's playing quarterback, because if I can give you a play action and you get sucked up in the defense, and now I got one-on-ones, it just makes it that much more easy to read the field. So, but I just think that's going to be Hugh Jackson's plan. And Cedric Thornton, I think listen, Grambling's defense was not bad last year. They made Andrew Body look bad. They made Akil Glass look bad. You know what I'm saying? They won against Southern in the Bayou in the Pop Warner Classic. So I mean, it was all gravy for them defensively. They just couldn't put no points up. So
yeah, the only thing I like, they defensive backs were sorry last year. I think they'll be way better this year, but from what I saw, they defensive backs was very, very suspect. The front seven was pretty good. But what you were saying with the offensive line, I think that's the main thing. And besides Volley actually had a good offensive line. But if you can open up with the run, like you said, if you can run block, I think it will make things a whole lot easier. And they actually was trying some stuff in the spring game, but I was noticing they wasn't getting no penetration. Like, it was getting stood up at the line. Yeah, by the defense. So hopefully the guys they got coming in can make it better.
We'll see. We shall see, but it all starts and begins in them trenches. Appreciate the call, Musa.
All right, man.
All right, man. Peace. Hey, if you're a MEAC guy, if you're a SWAC guy, I don't listen. What I don't accept is them blue FCS calls. Okay, talking about some, like Youngstown State and Montana. I don't accept them calls. Keep them calls to yourself. Okay, keep them calls to yourself, and get the likes up. Get the likes up. All right. Yeah. Keep them FCS calls to yourself. All right. Like them out of the black FCS. All right. Keep that. Yeah. Keep that over there. Keep that on blue. If you want to ask FCS questions, take that to blue. Not to me. I'm gonna hang up on you in a heartbeat. I'm not even gonna waste no time. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think every team in the SWAC should be thinking about, okay, what is our offensive line going to look like? Even Southern. Okay. I got a question. Do you want to see FAMU bring more? Absolutely. Listen, man. I'm sick and tired of seeing that base 4-3. That shit is boring. Okay. I'm not saying you got to be Jackson State and Alabama State when they had Travis Peterson to blitz all. I mean, just out of this. Listen, Travis Peterson and Jackson State, they were some blitzing fools. All right, so you ain't got to be like that. But that 4-3 base stuff is boring and is whack. And then you saw what happened when you go against a high value. I mean, a powerful offensive line. Your D line wasn't that nice. Your D-line was not that nice, okay? So I just think mixing it up with blitzes, with some stunts and everything like that, I think that will go a long way. And the same thing for Southern. Listen, I'm going to say this right now. Southern, listen, that Bama Jordan Lewis needs to line up everywhere. He needs to be, what's that kid from Clemson? I think Isaiah Simmons. I think that was his name, the linebacker that got drafted. That is what Jordan Lewis needs to be for Southern, okay? He needs to be in every game. He needs to have about 10 snaps at linebacker, 10 snaps at DN, 10 snaps at middle linebacker, 10. I mean, just put this Bama all over the field because you have to show his talents in multiple assets. Right? Because if this Bama is a track athlete playing DN, that means this Bama can play linebacker. Okay? So you need to have him at middle linebacker. You need to have him at Will, Sam, DN, D tackle. Just put them all over the field. Just to make him that much more versatile to get drafted. Because him playing DN day in and day out and day in and day out, no, that's not going to get him drafted. Okay? That is not going to get that boy like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", like 210, 215, 220, soaking wet. Something crazy like that. But he's just so damn fast. So why not bring him on a cross stunt back into the middle? Why not keep him on a QB spy? Like, you can do so much with Jordan Lewis. So I just think Jordan Lewis needs to be, if he's not going for the Defensive Player of the Year in the SWAC, I would think Trey Lane should be. Either Trey Lane or Jason Dumas should be one of those two guys going for Defensive Player of the Year in the SWAC. Should put Jordan Lewis all over the field. But these are just some players, guys, that I just thought that I would watch. I'm going to try to come up with my own prospect list. I'm gonna try to do something. People be asking me, Scotty, what's your top 5 in this, top 5 in that? Listen, man, I like to do my research because, like I'm new to the SWAC. New to the MEAC, I'm trying to cover the MEAC this year as well. So I got to go back and watch a lot of film. I know who's a beast though, Jadakiss. That boy Jadakiss is a freaking monster. I know he's not in the MEAC anymore, but Jesus freaking Christ. That boy is a freaking monster. Yeah, he'll be great. On a delay, exactly. Absolutely. He's too fast. He's just too fast. All right. He's just stupid fast. But yeah, boy Jadakiss Bonds is different for real. I mean, yeah, he's different. But checking out some receivers in the MEAC. I'm gonna do some of that. Gotta go look at some old games. I wish it would be a lot easier if these teams would just post their games online on YouTube or something, but it can never be that easy when you go and look for stuff. So I want to see Quay Davis and send the USA transfer that went to Grambling. Are you talking about Halloween? You know what's funny? I haven't heard a lot of people talk about Quay Davis. I really haven't. I've heard a lot of people talk about Shane looking good. I've heard a lot of people talk about, of course, Travis Hunter, Kevin Coleman. But I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about Quay Davis. You still got Trevante Rucker. So, it is what it is. I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about him. I want to see, I really want to see what Grambling's wide receiver. I really would like to see Grambling's offense. I think that's the biggest thing for me. What does the offense look like? What is it going to look like? What does Hugh Jackson want this to look like? Because if he comes out with some 2 tight end sets, I'm not going to be a fan of that. Not at all. Not at all. I think he need to come out with some old school Urban Meyer at Utah type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think they need to come out with some, Utah. I would just take the whole Utah playbook. When Urban Meyer was at Utah, that's the exact playbook I would take. Script is going to be a run, RPO, zone read offense. What if the 2 tight end works for Graham? I just wouldn't be a fan of it. Listen, if it works, it works. Listen, if you win at football games, who give a damn? You can run a triple option for all I care if you win at football games. I just don't like that type of offense. I think that's whack. I think you stun a lot of kids' growth in doing certain stuff that you just want to win football games and not really. But that's just, you know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is for me. So I love the RPO. I love the veer. I love mesh. I love all that type of stuff. I love the 4 or 5 wide type stuff. I mean, that's why I was so excited to see Grambling with Art Browse. The power, oh my gosh, with the power spread. Man, that's like football. That's like football heaven. I mean, like watching Art Browse do his thing, man. I would have been, oh man, the swag would have been in so much trouble, bro. The swag would have been in so much trouble. It wouldn't even been funny. I would have definitely jumped on the Grambling bandwagon then. You could have put my grandmama at quarterback. Somebody was gonna go over for 3,000 yards. Easy. I think, listen, what's that and Smash? What's goody? This is what I would say about tall receivers. I think it's 70 days or 69 days, and it might be like 69 days until the game or whatever, first game. But this is what I'll say about the big receivers at Graham. You, first of all, FAMU, in my personal opinion, need some bigger guys. That's just my opinion. Listen, X is fire. Shareed is fire. I'm not saying they're not good guys. I just like big receivers. And I've said this on numerous occasions. If you don't have the most accurate quarterback, a big receiver can bail out a quarterback a lot of times. Ask Eli Manning with Plexico Burress. Like, bail that Bama out a lot. Okay, Odell Beckham, a lot. And he's not even a big guy. Odell Beckham's what, 6'1", 6'2"? You know what I'm saying? Probably 6'1". But, you know, when you have a guy with you have a big catch radius, you save quarterbacks from getting their stuff picked off or sailing or whatever. So I would say having guys over 6'3" does not hurt, but doesn't make them good. I want to be very clear. Just because your guys are over 6'3" does not make them good. Okay? So get that out your head. Get that out your head. Just because my guy is 6'5" does not make him good. All right? So I've seen 6'5" guys. Southern had a 6'5" guy. Was not good. I'll just tell you that right now. Okay? So I've seen that. So don't get in the misconception that, oh, we got a 6'4" guy, he's going to be a dog. He's probably not. And OBJ is 5'10" and still plays like he's 6'1". That's nasty. All right. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So I just want to be very cognizant of that. Just because you got big guys doesn't mean they're going to be good. Now, if you got some Shaq Davises, you got 2 Shaq Davises, now we talking about something. Now we working with something to where Bama's going up and getting the ball. You know what I'm saying? Snag it on Bama's. Now you cooking with something. But if you're talking about some 6'4", 6'3" guys that don't want to jump, I used to hate playing basketball with guys 6'3", 6'4" want to play point guard. Bro, get your ass in the post. You're huge. Like, play big, okay? Play big. So it is what it is. But I'm not going to waste you guys' time no more. Listen, I just want to jump on here and talk about this list. I'm going to try to come up with a list of my own, maybe scripts, top 10 players to watch for this upcoming season. I think I might do something like that. That sounds like it's fun. Since everybody else getting collapsed. Light on probably ain't going to repost my stuff, but, you know, it is what it is. I ain't tripping off it. You know, I'm not cool enough like everybody else. I'm not cool. So it is what it is. And lastly, all right, before I get up out of here, if you're wondering what happened to my video, and if you know, okay, it got reported and it got taken down. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People talk they mess. I come back, I respond. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep pushing and I'm gonna keep clowning. That's just what I do. All right. So listen, guys, until next time, you know What I'm gonna do? Hey, listen. Remember, my daughter's birthday is tomorrow. Her party is tomorrow. If you would like the Cash App, the Cash App is below Offscript TV. Okay, Offscript TV. That's 2 T's. Offscript, and then you got TV. Okay, so you can Cash App. She turns 5 tomorrow. If you like to Cash App, $5, $4, $3, $10, whatever your heart leads you to give, it all goes to her. And we'll make sure I try to give it to her on the channel and stuff like that, so you guys can see. I'm like, hey, I ain't trying to keep y'all money. All right. So listen, that's it. Appreciate it. Until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'ma holla. God bless.